Hey guys, I wanted to jump on and share some thoughts around discernment. I just had a call with a client earlier, and this client of mine had received a dream message, or what she thought was a dream message, and what this person who was giving this message to her thought was a dream message, that she was going to die in a car accident today. And well, I wanted to kind of touch on this because she spent the last little while in a lot of anxiety because she believed that this person's dream was going to come true and that she was going to die in a car accident today. And now that would not feel good. And yeah, you can imagine the stress and anxiety that my client was under. And so I had a call with her today and we kind of dove into this, and it really got me thinking about discernment. And I wanted to talk about, when you get readings, whether it be from a dream oracle like myself or a tarot reader or clairvoyant or what have you, what is really important is discernment. And another thing, I'll touch more on discernment in a second, but what's even more important is really understanding the channel in which the message is coming through. The message is only as good as the person who is giving it. So what I mean is, if that person who is channeling this message or sharing this message is not somebody who has done their own shadow work, is not somebody who has healed a lot of their childhood wounds, is somebody who is not very awake, then the message that is coming through is going to be distorted from that person who is channeling it, their perspective. And it's capped at their limits. And so even if the message is pure and it's coming from source, there's still potential for the message to not be accurate. And so it's really important to use your discernment in who is sharing this information with you. Because if you just take everything that somebody says and believe what they say and own that as your truth, then you are disempowering yourself and you are allowing other people to have far too much influence and power over you. And you're also not standing in your own truth and listening and following your own inner guidance and intuition, which is by far the most important thing, is listening to your own intuition. Does this message that this person is sharing with me, does it resonate with me? How do I feel when I hear this message? Does that sound like it is my truth? And really feel into that, because not every message that somebody shares is the truth. In fact, I think a lot of messages might not be the truth, and it's just like people's distortions, and it's the lens in which others see the world by, in which this message that they believe is for you, and they could be very well intended, but it gets distorted and it isn't accurate. So it's really important to, kind of take everything with a grain of salt and be aware of how you feel when you are connecting with this person and when this person is sharing this information with you. Because my client is totally fine. She did not die at 10:30 this morning in a car crash, and she's been shaken by it. And this is just a really great lesson for her, and a great reminder for me, and wanted to share that with you guys. And even with dream oracle work, the message is only as good as the oracle, the person channeling it themselves. If that person is not healed, not in a good space, has inner conflicts and mental disorders or something like that, all of that gets channeled through and can cause distortion and can cause inaccuracies in the messages that are being sent out. So it's really important to not give your power away. Don't give your power away to other people, like even me. Even when I share my dream oracle messages, don't believe me. Don't, try it on. Does it resonate with you? If it doesn't, then just set it aside and move on. And don't believe everything I say. Don't believe everything other people say. And just really feel into what your truth is. And if something resonates, then that's great. And you can try it on and you can feel how it feels within you, within your body. And, if it feels good, then cool. And if it feels good for a time, then cool. And then after a while, you're like, you know what, I think I feel differently about this now. Then that's fine too. You can just set things aside in the future. So what I'm really saying is tune into yourself, tune into your own intuition. Don't give your power away to others and allow what others might believe is a premonition be a premonition for you, because ultimately you are the creator of your own reality. And you choose what energy you want to rest in, live in, vibrate in, play in, be in joy in. And so that is up to you. So don't give your power away to other people. Keep that for yourself. Live in your truth. And that's what I wanted to share with you. So someone is asking a question. For me, I guess, when someone dreams of death of someone else, what does it mean for me? You can't look at one thing in a singular space. So, for example, death, as we know, doesn't necessarily mean a physical death. It could mean a death of, or a shedding of, a letting go of certain aspects of ourselves that maybe we held on to as part of our identity at certain points in our life, and it's time for that to be released and let go. And so that is a death. There's many different types of deaths and rebirths. And so I personally, when I see death in dreams, I don't take it as, oh my gosh, that person is going to die. I take it as that person is going through, or is potentially going through, a time of transition. And so it really depends. And it also depends on so many other aspects of the dream. It's not just, the singular thing to focus on is the death in the dream, but what was the feelings and emotions and everything else going on in the dream. When you are working with dream work in particular, there's so many aspects to the dream, to the story of the dream, that make up the entire message. And so sometimes it can be easy to be stuck on, a big symbol like death in the dream, but that's not the only thing to be considering. So so it depends on the dream. It depends on the person that I'm dreaming for, or client, or what have you. So it's kind of hard to give a one size fits all answer, because there just isn't one. And you have to consider all these different things. And so anyways, I just wanted to jump on and share this, because I don't want any of you to give up your power to other people. You hold on to your power, you empower yourself, and you do you. So anyways, sending you lots of love, and that is it for today.